Today we open in Detroit, where Comerica Park sets the stage for the Braves and Tigers in their series finale. One team fights for October survival, the other is playing free with spoilers' pride. The air is heavy with pressure, and the mound matchup tells the story. For Atlanta, Spencer Strider takes the ball. His season numbers are a rough sketch: 6 wins, 13 losses, a 4.64 ERA with a 1.36 whip. Too many walks, too many home runs. But the last 2 outings have whispered something different. 14 strikeouts across 13 innings, only 3 runs allowed. The same arm that once led the league in dominance is flickering again. He stands here not with a playoff race to win, but a season to salvage, a reputation to protect. Across from him, Casey Mize shoulders Detroit's burden. 14 wins, a 3.88 ERA, and a steady hand through most of 2025. But September has turned cruel. 3 straight losses, his command fading just as the Tigers' grip on the division slips. Today he is cast as the stopper, the man meant to silence a collapse and give his team hope once more. But pressure like this can crush even the most reliable arm. And so the dynamic sharpens. A Braves team unshackled, swinging free, riding 7 straight victories. A Tigers team tight, grinding, desperate to avoid being swept at home. Atlanta is the underdog in Vegas, but the fire on the field tells a different story. And today's AI pick is Braves Moneyline. Will we cash or will we burn? Abaddon waits for Game 2.
The Guardians and Twins collide in Minneapolis, but the two clubs walk into Target Field carrying entirely different burdens. Cleveland arrives riding the fire of 10 straight wins, chasing a playoff berth with every inning. Minnesota, battered by injuries and defeat, is left only to play spoiler as another season limps to a close. On the hill for the Guardians is left-hander Joey Cantillo. His numbers don't lie. 3.27 ERA, nearly 10 strikeouts per 9 innings. He's the latest arm molded in Cleveland's pitching factory, and his September form has been sharp. He does walk too many, but when he commands the fastball and slider, he dictates the game himself, striking out bats before luck or defense can interfere. That makes him dangerous against a lineup as thin as Minnesota's. Across the diamond stands Simeon Woods Richardson. His surface line, 7 wins, a 4.31 ERA, hides cracks beneath. The advanced profile tells us regression is coming. More fly balls than grounders, a FIP nearly half a run higher than his ERA. His last start dazzled against New York, but inconsistency has stalked him all year. Against a patient Cleveland club led by Jose Ramirez and Stephen Kwan, his tendency to issue walks and elevate pitches could become costly. Yet when you look past the arms and into the pattern, it's clear. Cleveland wins by suppressing runs, not by exploding with bats. The Twins, stripped of key hitters, are unlikely to break through here. And today's AI pick is under 8.5. Will we cash or will we burn? Hot awaits for Game 3.
The National League Central has already been decided, but the Brewers still have business left in St. Louis. Milwaukee arrives with 95 wins and the chance to tighten their grip on the top seed in the National League. The Cardinals, at 75-80, play only for pride in their final home game of 2025. On the mound, Freddie Peralta has been the definition of an ace. 17 wins, a 2.65 ERA, and 195 strikeouts in just under 170 innings put him in Cy Young conversations. He's limited opponents to a .230 batting average and has carried Milwaukee's rotation while their bullpen works through late-season injuries. His consistency and strikeout power give the Brewers a massive edge against any lineup, especially one weakened by injuries like St. Louis. Across the diamond stands Matthew Liberatore, a young lefty still searching for consistency. His 7-12 record and 4.30 ERA show the volatility of his season. Liberatore's 1.31 whip and low strikeout rate leave little margin for error. While he once stymied Milwaukee back in April, the Brewers' offense has since sharpened into one of the league's most efficient run producers, averaging over 5 runs per game with strong contact hitting and relentless base pressure. The Cardinals have battled but remain undermanned, especially without Wilson Contreras and Mason Wynn. Against a locked-in ace and a playoff-caliber offense, the matchup tilts heavily toward Milwaukee. And today's AI pick is Brewers, 1.5 on the run line. Will we cash or will we burn? On to Game 4 with Angel.
The American League West comes to its breaking point in Houston. The Mariners hold a narrow edge, the Astros fight to keep their dynasty alive, and tonight's game decides whether the gap widens or the race resets to even. The air is charged, the tension absolute. On the mound for Seattle is Logan Gilbert, and his profile tells a story of strikeout dominance hidden by a losing record. 5 wins against 6 losses mask a sharp 3.53 ERA and a pristine 1.05 whip. He averages over 12 strikeouts per 9 innings, and against a contact-oriented Houston lineup, that kind of power pitching is lethal. Gilbert has been victimized by poor run support at times, but with Seattle's bat surging, he finally has the backing he deserves. Houston counters with Jason Alexander, a control pitcher thrust into a role larger than the season forecast. His 4.04 ERA and 1.30 whip come with a low strikeout rate. Against most lineups that might play, but against a Mariners team that ranks 3rd in the league in home runs with 227, contact in the zone is a dangerous game. Alexander has steadied Houston at times, but the margin for error tonight is thin. Seattle brings the power, Houston brings desperation. Without Yordan Alvarez, the Astros lineup lacks the one bat that could flip the narrative. The Mariners know the stakes, win, and they step toward a crown that has eluded them for years. And today's AI pick is Mariners Moneyline. Will we cash or will we burn? Rocco takes the reins for Game 5.
The Red Sox and Rays close out their series in Tampa with everything on the line for Boston and nothing left for Tampa but pride. Boston sits at 85 wins, locked in a wild-card race where every victory could mean the difference between October baseball and heartbreak. Tampa Bay, at 75-80, is playing the spoiler role, the last chance to trip a rival before winter sets in. The ball goes to Connolly early, Boston's rookie left-hander, who has taken the league by storm in a tiny but dazzling sample. In just 10 innings, he has struck out 18, walked 1, and allowed a single earned run. His ERA sits at 0.87. Small sample? Yes. But the stuff is electric, and tonight the Red Sox trust that arm in the biggest game of their season. The risk is real. He has never been in a crucible like this, but the upside is undeniable. For Tampa Bay, it's Joe Boyle, a right-hander whose season has been shaky. A 4.64 ERA and a 1.24 whip tell the story of inconsistency, walks mixed with strikeouts, and far too many mistakes. Against a Boston lineup that ranks top 5 in batting average, runs, and on-base percentage, that profile is dangerous. Trevor Story, Jarren Duran, and Alex Bregman give this lineup length and power, and they've feasted on Tampa pitching all year. The Rays are scrappy and always unpredictable, but Boston's urgency and firepower shine through here. And today's AI pick is Red Sox Moneyline. Will we cash or will we burn? Lilith waits with the recap.
The fire rises tonight, and 5 games stand before us. The Braves against the Tigers. We ride with Atlanta on the money line. The Guardians and Twins. The number says it stays low, under 8.5. The Brewers face the Cardinals. Milwaukee covers on the run line. The Mariners against the Astros. Seattle on the money line. And the Red Sox versus the Rays. Boston to take it outright. 5 juegos, 5 destinos. Los Bravos sobre los Tigres. Tomamos a Atlanta en la línea de dinero. Guardianes y Mellizos. Jugamos al bajo de 8.5. Cerveceros frente a Cardenales. Milwaukee gana por 2 o más. Marineros contra Astros. Seattle en la línea de dinero. Medias Rojas contra Rays. Boston se lleva la victoria. Will we cash or will we burn? Und der alte Satz flüstert, wer den Sturm überlebt, trägt die Wahrheit in seinen Narben. And the old saying whispers, he who survives the storm carries the truth in his scars.